So, it's the age-old question. What does a middle-aged man do when he's suddenly got a bit more income and he's bored and he's a nerd? That's right, he gets a new hobby. I think you can probably guess what this hobby is due to the backdrop I have on my screen there. This is something that I've been into since I was a teenager, kind of 12 years old or so. I started collecting these, I started painting them. Really got into the lore side of things, never got into the actual playing. Yeah, I'm joining the dark side yet again. Sorry. So yeah, obviously, having to get a starter set because I don't know if I can paint anymore. This could be an issue. So I thought I'd start with something that, is quite small, isn't too expensive, and it will just let me get a feel of things. The new models are a lot smaller than I remember, or, I've just got bigger, quite probably the latter, and everything's got a lot more expensive. So this is horrifying, but I'm going to do it. So I've picked up the Primaris Intercessors and Paint set for the grand total. Well, on the original website, it's £22.50. I found out that you can get things cheaper if you go to other sites. So yeah, I've done that. As well as the just paints and tools set, because I don't want to be using nail clippers and a nail file for things. Probably need to pick up another paintbrush. I also need to be picking up a lot more paints because this isn't going to do it for me. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to paint things. I mean, you can just look at my it's just how to paint Space Marines. I'm going to be trying and just doing an ultramarine because it's on the package. They're not my favourite chapter at all. Really don't like them. They're very boring. Old Roboot Gilliman. He's the most boring Primarch of them all. He's rubbish. Sorry, Ultramarines fans, if there are any watching, I do apologise. Not my bag. But that's the beauty of Warhammer 40,000. There's something to suit everyone. So I have been thinking long and hard about which faction I'd like to do. I've picked up the Gene Stealer Cults Codex for 15 quid off eBay. That's been keeping me busy for a while. Unfortunately, there's a lot of models, so that's going to be a lot more money. I have sold lots of my crypto, so I do have some money to buy some stuff. But we also have the Arcs of Omen stuff coming out now. So, do I buy stuff now or do I wait? We also have 10th edition on the horizon, which is very exciting. By the sounds of things, it's going to be Dark Angels versus Tyranids, which has got me pretty excited because I do like my Gribblies. And, the Dark Angels are pretty cool. I'd love to do a Tyranid army, and there's talk about all these new models being released for it. They might be getting an Eldar, a Necron kind of thing where they're getting loads of upgraded new models. So yeah, it's a tricky one at the moment. So if you've got any advice on that, hit me up. I am going to be scouring eBay for some more models if I can paint these properly. But let's have a look at the actual models and my setup. So back onto shaky cam for a bit so I can show you more stuff. This is my setup, obviously. Having a little nosy at combat patrols, yeah, and Angron, and excuse all the tabs. Yeah, so I've managed to make space in my drawer, so I've got all the bits and bobs from my crafting knives, all the bits still there. This is the bit I'm not going to be able to get used to. Plastic models, plastic sprues. I am so used to the metal models. This is going to take a lot getting used to, having to put things together instead of just kit bashing massive lumps of metal. And of course some plastic glue and catnip to keep the cats out of the way. So yeah, I'll leave this video here for now. I wanted to get something done just so that you could see all this as it's kind of all nice and shiny and new. And I'll try and record how I'm getting on as this goes. I thought it would be quite a silly little series to do of can Mike actually paint anymore? So until next time, this is Glitch, signing out. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.